What is up, guys? It's Jackson bringing you guys another video. I'm kind of tired today. Just been under a lot of stress lately, but I do enjoy bringing you guys videos and just talking about stuff. So as you could tell from the title, today we're gonna be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's in the Fandom. I guess we're just gonna jump right into it. So for those of you who don't know, and if you don't know, then you've probably been living under a rock. Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game about like Chuck E. Cheese-esque, characters coming after you at night. But I've realized over the years that the story has become way more than that. Like there's like child murder, remnant, it's just a lot. It's a lot to take in general. But yeah, so for me, I'd have to say Fnaf has had a huge impact on my life. The story, the games, it's always been something for me to look forward to. And especially since it was great because it kicked off my art career. I guess I started drawing Fnaf characters first. So yeah, and I still do to this day. Like if you follow me on Instagram, like a year ago, you'd see all my Fnaf drawings. So I've always been just really inspired by the series. And the lore has also kept me into the series too. But I feel like I put the Fnaf fans in two different categories. I say the 2014ers and the true Fnaf fans. Now I'm not dogging on y'all that played it in 2014 and was on the hype train and stuff, but there are those people who were on the 2014 bandwagon and then dropped off, I think, after FNAF 2. Because FNAF 1 and FNAF 2 did not come out that long after each other. We were all hyped for FNAF 2. I know that for a fact. If you watched FNAF 1, you were hyped for FNAF 2. So, but then you probably dropped off like right after FNAF 2. Me, I was dedicated from FNAF 1 up to now to the upcoming Security Breach game, which I am so hyped for. But yeah, so I put them in two different categories because it makes all the difference now. Especially with TikTok, as I said before, it's a huge platform. With Chuck E. Cheese closing, I feel like they were taking it. They were saying, "Oh, Scott can do this with FNAF and do a collab with Chuck E. Cheese, and maybe Chuck E. Cheese can earn some revenue from turning, a couple of locations into FNAF themed, restaurants." That to me, I feel like people were just, kind of just agreeing to it, but at the same time, I don't think it was a plan that was thought all the way through, because FNAF is a series that if like some 7-year-old kid walks up to his mom and is like, "Can we go to Chuck E. Cheese? We're doing a Five Nights at Freddy's thing," and the mom Googles it and reads about, I think, like one wiki, she's gonna realize that this game is so dark that like there's no way she would want her kid to be involved with that. And I feel like that Chuck E. Cheese X FNAF thing would just fit the 24, maybe some of the 2014 and long lasting fans. We just go to see it, we're not gonna go back like every single day. That'd just be like one of those things you just go one time and you're just like, "Oh hey, that's pretty cool." We'd hang out there for a day, and then just go home. That would pretty much be it. I don't think Chuck E. Cheese would benefit at all from it. I don't think so. They'd probably make a little money. Maybe that would help them, start up sister businesses, have little entertainment here and there. But yeah, an idea that I actually had was they could resuit the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics and make them into FNAF animatronics and then sell them off at auction. So like you'd have like Freddy, sold off as one. Like they would come in different parts, so then everybody kind of gets one. There would be a limited amount, definitely, and they'd be expensive too. So hopefully there would be someone who would be able to get like the main five and then just have them all together, buying them from other people and stuff. But yeah, but I just feel like Chuck E. Cheese would not benefit from a FNAF crossover whatsoever. If anything, like I said, it would make it worse. But yeah, so now on to the fandom. The FNAF fandom, I'd have to say, there's, like every fandom, there's good and bad parts. Especially with the FNAF fandom. You have your fans like me who just, we love the games, we appreciate the story. And then you have the how do I say this without getting this video demonetized whenever I do get monetized. The people who see the animatronics in a different light, a very wrong and different light. They draw very lewd pictures of the animatronics, and I don't want to say it's right, but I can't say it's wrong, because I already know I'm going to trigger some people. But I mean, it's just, why? Like, they're robots. They're children's entertainment robots. That would be like someone like making a hentai of Chuck E. Cheese. Like, it's just wrong. Like, from any standpoint, like, it's just wrong. But yeah, so, and then you have the, I don't like to call them fans. I like to call them opportunists. They wait for FNAF news and then post on it, and then like they'll know nothing about it, but like they purposely post about FNAF, and they'll talk about FNAF just for the views while it's popular. Like now, I see a lot of YouTubers looking at Security Breach teasers. And I know for a fact they've never discussed Security Breach. The only reason that Security Breach is getting a lot of hype now is because, honestly, I think it was the Funko leak. If the Funko leak had never happened, then I don't think Security Breach would be at the hype that it is now, because whatchamacallit, it wouldn't have been. I don't think if we hadn't seen the characters already, I think people would have dropped off pretty quick, because then we would have just been like, we haven't seen the characters, Scott's not telling us anything. So I feel like the more information I feel like the leaks helped out significantly, because now I feel like we know more, and we feel like we know more when we really don't know more. So honestly, like I said, the FNAF fandom, like every fandom out there, there's a good and bad parts to every single fandom. But I just feel like the FNAF fandom, it can get a lot more weird than most fandoms. But I mean, the FNAF it's a weird franchise, and I mean, it was targeted at a younger audience when it came out, because people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Corey X Kenshin, the Samurai Shogun, let's get it. But yeah, so they were playing it, and I know Markiplier for a fact had a very young audience at the time, because I was one of his subscribers, and my mom allowed me to watch him. I don't know why, because he cursed like a sailor. But yeah, so I guess to wrap this up, because I'm sorry, this isn't a long video. I only have one topic today, and like I said, I'm tired today, so I don't really have much to talk about. But yeah, so FNAF and the fandom, I appreciate how far FNAF has come and how much work Scott Cawthon has put into the games. Because after FNAF 1, he could have just fucking dropped off and left us with no sequels, no prequels, and especially with the story. I feel like the story has changed so much, and it's just we think we solved something, and he throws something else in, and it's just like, oh my gosh. And then we go back to older games and newer games, and it's just, and then we thought FNAF 6 was going to be it, because we thought that was kind of, ending the plot holes. And then, FNAF is probably one of the greatest, it has one of the greatest stories in video game history. I've in the video game research I've done, there hasn't been many games that have unexplainable stories, like the stories that are straight up you just can't solve it, or you, because the FNAF, we've been trying to solve this for 6 years. And oh yeah, by the way, happy birthday FNAF, because their birthday was like, I think, a couple days ago. Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyways, I forgot what I said. I'm dumb. But yeah. So to wrap this up, the FNAF, just FNAF as a whole, actually, has made such a great impact on my life, and I know it's made an impact on others' lives. But yeah, like I said, FNAF as a game is amazing. If you haven't played the FNAF games after FNAF 1, definitely buy it and just play it. I'm telling you. I wouldn't recommend... Well, yeah, you can watch Game Theory if you choose. I don't personally, like, enjoy watching Game Theory. Just because of the, it's not... I want to make up my own theory, because some of Game Theory's points I agree with and some I don't. So I just tend to, use his videos for a point of reference and kind of build off of that. But yeah, so play the games, watch Game Theory, and just really just test out the game, like, because you'll find that you'll probably come to enjoy it. If you don't like that sit and survive thing, there's plenty of FNAF fan games on Game Jolt. The library is huge in FNAF games. It's really great to see so many FNAF games or FNAF fan games. Because, like I said, if you don't like that sit and survive, you have games like T-Jock-R, Final Nights, that are building off of the FNAF story, but like in a different direction. So yeah, that's it for today. See you guys later.